Oh my gosh, it definitely is. You'll see.
Oh, nerd out, girl, nerd out. I'm here for it.
Okay, I have no idea how to do this. So do I just hit share screen? Let's see. Rebecca, you're hosting it, right? Oh, there we go. Okay. I click on this. Okay, can you guys see it? Yeah, okay. All right, let's see. Let me move this guy out of the way. Trying to figure my life out here. Sorry, guys. Okay, you guys can see it? Okay, cool. Turn this on. All right, so I chose just Q-Core. You will definitely see why. Q-Core has a lot of components in it. It has the 4 different types of supplements in it. I had the bag out. So it has the 4 different supplements in it, but it has a lot of ingredient in it. The one that I focused on a lot was the Q-Max Premium. So let me go to the next slide here. Okay, so again, it looks super sciencey, and I apologize for that. So I listed this on here because in Q-Max Premium, it contains it's phenyl, oh my gosh. It's phenylalanine? No, definitely not. Let me see. I wrote it down. So it's let's see it. So it's phenylalanine. It's really hard to pronounce. I'm so sorry. So that turns into tyrosine, which in turn is L-dopamine, turns into dopamine. Then you get norepinephrine and then epinephrine. So it's kind of a big circle. But the main reason I wanted you guys to know that one ingredient, because if you guys look on the bag, it's right there. It's listed as just one ingredient. It's not even any of these. And the reason that I like that that's listed on there, because I didn't know this until I dove into the research, is that through this whole process, when a lot of people are telling you that they're tired, or they feel sick, or they hurt, or any of these things, like, this is one huge ingredient, I think, that works with the rest of them. But your dopamine is responsible for your motivation and your drive, your anticipation of pleasure, like foods. Like if there's a food you absolutely love, like if you love ice cream and you're going to get it, it's that type of response. Attention, focus, memory, and learning. And then your norepinephrine and epinephrine response is for arousal, alertness, vigilance, formation and retrieval of memories, and then focus and attention. So those are 2 huge things, especially I think if somebody is struggling with like anxiety, or like for me, I had a lot of memory issues and I thought it came from my car accident. Started taking these supplements and I feel like I don't forget things as much now. And I think that's why. So the memory part of it is a huge part, especially the formation and retrieval of memory. And one thing that this is good to know for is it helps you know where your target market is for this specific product. So I just think that those are really important. So this one is on the Q-Max Premium. I think the next couple slides are as well. Let me get this guy out of the way. There we go. Okay, so phenylalanine also helps build phenylalanine. They're very similar, but they're not the same. Phenylalanine is also known as PEA. When they do blood tests, they can actually test for the PEA, and it breaks down into a few different things. But PEA is an organic compound that's naturally found in our body. It's not something we consume, it's just naturally there. It acts as an essential nervous system stimulant in humans, which in turn, it helps with your mood and your attention. So that's another one that you're seeing. Once again, that one product is creating 2 different sides of something that is helping with mood and attention. So you have good things working with each other here. A low PEA can lead to ADHD, depression, and some anxiety. It's actually a common biomarker that they see when they're doing a multitude of tests on you for those conditions. The L-theanine can improve PEA, which can help improve the above, which is the ADHD, depression, and some anxiety. I feel like especially after COVID, a lot of people struggle with depression and anxiety. So I personally feel like if they were just taking QMax Premium, I feel like that is something that would really help their body build to where it needs to be on a cellular level to be healthier. And, you know, it just works with the brain development. That's what the QMax Premium really focuses on. So this one's a really important for people that you may know, you know, that struggle with those. Okay, so this one is on D-phenylalanine. So there's D and L. So this one's focusing on D. The other one was L. So it's not well researched, but the research that has been done, it's been shown to combat inflammation throughout the brain and the body. It can increase your natural opioids, which can increase brain hormones such as endorphins. That's what makes us feel happy, reduces pain and stress, gives us a high self-esteem and sense of well-being. So your mental well-being, your mental health, that really focuses on that by building this block for you. Phenylalanine can increase mood, focus, attention, motivation, drive, energy, and well-being. I did list on here, and I can share this. It's on Canva, so I can share it with you guys if you want it. But Dr. Lee Grand is a natural medicine doctor. I did a lot of research with him because he actually, one thing I liked about him is he took these medications or these supplements individually to see how they work. And he has ADHD that he's been diagnosed with. So I added the YouTube link on there. It was a really good thing to watch. It just kind of really explained it. But again, this is a really sciencey part of this, so I apologize. So this is also the QMax Premium. So this is the label directly off of there. So there's chelated minerals, and those are minerals that are bound to another substance, such as an amino acid. One thing when I came in and I started taking Q-Core, I was really surprised about was day 3, I was like, holy crap, I feel really good. I was like, either they really figured out the combo here or I'm missing something. And I really think they figured it out. So if I'm not mistaken, it's 36 minerals that are in QMax Premium that are chelated. And chelated minerals are said to absorb better into the body because the body, it appears to the body like a natural mineral that we would eat. So it processes much better and you get more of it. So
sorry to interrupt. There's a couple people in the waiting room. I can't let them in because you're a host. I'm so sorry to interrupt.
What do I do?
So if you go down to participants, you should be able to click on that. The bottom.
Oh, here we go. Okay.
And then it should say you can admit them.
Admit all.
Yep. Sorry.
Okay, there we go.
Keep going.
Sorry.
This is amazing. No, this is amazing.
Okay. Good. Okay. All right. Okay, yeah. So just the chelated minerals, they're combined with other stuff. So you can see in the labels here. I'm not going to try to pronounce this stuff. It's all very difficult. But all of these, you can see here is its original name, and then in parentheses, it's going to be a different name, and that's because it's chelated with an amino acid. So it creates. Oh.
Start making those.
Just make sure
Okay.
you guys are muted, guys. Please. Thank you.
All right. Yeah. Oh, it's not. Oh, there we go. Okay. Okay. So this one's focusing on the Q-Biotics total. So 70 to 80% of your immune cells are actually in your gut. So when they tell you like your immunity starts in your gut, it does. And this is why. When you start taking things, like you start eating things that you're not supposed to, we all do it. Mine is cookie bites. They're sin in a container. They're so good. They upset my stomach because it has all of the processed stuff and all the things. So when you take stuff that's upsetting your stomach, or it's causing inflammation or systemic inflammation, which means it's ongoing inflammation. Let's say you continue to eat things that are bad on a constant. That's when it can cause IBS, ulcerative colitis or Crohn's disease. There's also a whole multitude of other things that it can cause, but because your immunity starts there, you're going to start seeing these conditions, but then you're going to start seeing other things like, your energy levels are down, or, you might be sick constantly because it affects everything else in your body. It starts in the gut. So that's why taking this one is, I think, extremely important. And this is something that was actually, it's on the package, but I added a little bit. So it contains an incredibly sturdy, healthy bacteria that survives extreme heat, cold, and acidity naturally. So what that does is it prevents damage during packaging and intake, because your body is warmer inside. So when you take that, you don't want your body to kill it off. So this survives it, which is really nice. It's not all probiotics or prebiotics or anything that you take are like that. Let's see. And then it's a soil sourced spore probiotic. It's enhanced with an exclusive prebiotic herbal blend and a soluble fiber to provide a gentle detox and help normalize digestive issues. So that's why when people start taking Q-Core, they'll tell you my stomach doesn't hurt as much. I'm pretty sure whatever stomach bug was going around, I'm pretty sure I caught it, and it wasn't like a normal stomach bug. And I think that's from Q-Core, because my stomach hurt for about a day, but normally when I have a stomach bug, it's all the things that you don't want. Rebecca knows. The poor girls have gone through that. So, I think that the Q-Core, when you have this specific one, it helps with that. So your stomach is eased in a lot of ways. So that one's a really good one, of course, too. The Q-Align mainly focuses on inflammation. So the Align is similar to a strong anti-inflammatory like ibuprofen or any NSAID or anything like that, but it's natural. The blend of curcumin, which is in the family of turmeric, black pepper, and ginger root, it naturally combat inflammation. So those are usually the top 3 things that a naturopath will tell you to take if you're having inflammation. Those are already incorporated into Q-Align. And then reducing inflammation can help with stiffness, discomfort, and just diminished immobility. So if you know someone, let's say they're not having all the other issues, but they're having issues with inflammation, this would be a good option for them. In addition to, I think in the Q-Core is a good idea, but if they just wanted to try one, you could recommend this one for inflammation specifically. All right, and then the Q Digest. So this is the one that has the 11 different enzymes in it. So your stomach, small intestine, and pancreas all make digestive enzymes naturally. The pancreas is it's the enzyme powerhouse of digestion. So it produces the most important digestive enzymes, which are those that break down carbs, proteins, and fats, which are the things we all want on. So your pancreas releases the following enzymes, which is lipase, which works with the bile, a fluid produced by your liver to break down the fats. And when you're not eating properly, that's when you start to get a fatty liver when it's not working properly. So this one, having that enzyme is so important for that alone. Keep your liver going because it's obviously important. Amylase breaks down carbs for energy, and protease breaks down proteins. This one is really hard to pronounce too, but this one here, the alpha, I think it's, let me see, I wrote down the galactosidase. So that can help break down a type of non-absorbable fiber called GOS, because that's too long. Sorry, guys. It's mostly found in beans, root vegetables, and some dairy products. GOS is known to be beneficial, but it can cause gas and bloating in some individuals. So dairy products are specifically known. A lot of people that'll eat them, it'll either run right through them, or they'll get bloated. Or even with vegetables, that's another one. You'll get just like bloated, uncomfortable with a minimal amount, and this is why. So having that enzyme, which is in the digest, it's one of them, breaks that down. And the one thing I did notice too is when I looked on the package here for the digest, these enzymes that it lists, our body naturally makes some of them already. So having that extra enzyme just helps you break things down more, allowing your body to absorb and use more. So that's why the absorption, in my opinion, with Q Sciences is the best, like, and their products work like they do. So I think, and that's it. It was